second.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. And now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality. And pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Kickoff coverage, you substitute that. I'm trying to substitute my kickoff coverage, so they got a defensive lineman on the coverage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
No, he wasn't. I stopped him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, 47. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Come 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages. And they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. From the 27, Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Forbath, the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now left side on the swing pass. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Deuce. They were going to 53.
Prescott now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Hey, Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 44, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott to throw it. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curls.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 51 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the
Huh? What'd you say?
Is he gonna play?
I doubt it. I mean, if you say so, bro. If you say so. second, good brother. Yo.
You gonna play?
I thought I was.
Oh, well,
Y'all
all right.
niggas, but y'all already in a game though.
It ain't started.
Yeah, it is started. It's
Good.
50 seconds to go in the well, the game froze or some shit.
It ain't started. We just got 16.
Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at then on my screen.
Yeah,
Tell me
just
it froze. Hey, Hulk, I'm sorry, Emmett. I have to bust your ass again in the morning, man. Yeah, sucks up, bitch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match.
well, I just said y'all go ahead and put the broadcast up. My joystick needs to charge up anyway.
Send me my challenge card.
It's on the way.
Who gonna put the broadcast up?
Broadcast is already up, bro.
All right.
This nigga wanna snake in at fucking 11 o'clock at night my time. Bitch ass nigga, man.
You gonna accept it or what, nigga?
Shut up, bitch.
I'm gonna tell my mama.
Letting your daddy treating you bad again.
Yeah, man. Deadbeat dad.
Yeah, work in the morning.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna pass out after I whoop your ass and
Shit, nigga. Hold on. Join the session.
damn, nigga.
Yes. Shit didn't pop up at first, man.
Yeah, your team ain't up there.
Shut up, nigga. You say smucks?
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Did you just get your ass whooped out, though?
There's a lot of confusion. Man, listen. I
Oh, look,
drove
here we go with
downfield.
all this bullshit,
He
man.
drove downfield. I done stopped him. He missed the field goal. My man hit him. I don't even go near the nigga.
Yes, you did, nigga. I seen you.
You ain't never seen me go and try to hit no
I
shit.
sit there and watched you.
I don't even try to block.
Here we go with all this bullshit, man. Nigga Tonto, you lost, nigga. Shut up.
It was still
That's it.
fuck 27 more points after that though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. He don't know no better. Check. We're going to 53. Whip. Watch the whip. Tight yard.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hatchet. Mark 38. Mark Bravo.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Switch. 61. Matchbox lights.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
You draw forward.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
General West. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Mark 38. Mark 38. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Watch the run. Watch the run. 38 to Mike. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 30 base. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
X3. 218. Jump. Hey, Alpha. Crunch. Crunch. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Back. Bang. 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 Five.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
I'm not running shit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
What am I doing? You point it, I mean, for real, point it out. What am I doing? YouTube.
Mike 29. Check.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
I'm part of everybody.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I mean, just because I can put the play that I like and put it on YouTube.
Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Show me a video.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What about the
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Dude. So anybody that puts some shit on YouTube, nigga. What do you mean? Because somebody put it on YouTube? So
we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jayon Brown. And that will force a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's get it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's what I do.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hey, Orbit. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Ready?
On fourth down, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yo. 80 weapons. Check 52. Mike 5-4. Go. Mike 5-4. Better bring it. You better bring it. Shoot.
Again, Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Run for Pollard. They find some open field here.
Look at that run.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Forbath able to convert the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
Touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
No, that's different on me. No, I didn't hit shit, nigga. I didn't hit shit. I did that. I did it. Okay.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, and it's Pollard again. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Go right in. 55. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. 55. Like 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. Mike, 55. Check. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tannehill on first down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Smooth. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Off play action, Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Tannehill. It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All day, every day, any day. Hey, watch it. Hey, wahoo! 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 4. Hey, switch gears. Check 13. Shit. Ready.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 54. Here we go. Go. Rush in. Joker.
Tannehill throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To the air again, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Wide, get wide. Check safety. 49.
Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Let's go.
Give me a second, Corey, if it ain't too much trouble, bro.
Damn, there's 2 minutes left, bro. Shit.
I'm just trying to make the hook.
He be rapping.
Who?
Yeah.
Nah.
I thought you said about radio.
Nah, you talking about some liquor.
Some liquor.
Yeah.
That's what he call a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. I ain't drink shit today. I told myself I ain't gonna drink. I don't think I'm gonna drink that for the rest of this week. I've been over this goddamn road. Man, that motherfucker fire.
Said that wrong.
Yeah, I fucks with the road, man. I thought you was talking about back at it.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cheetos.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, 47. Go, get out there. Watch 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
There you go. 47. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Mike spot 4. Watch the slant. Under. 54 is Mike.
Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They're running it. Hey, watch that. Hey, 54, 26.
Now Prescott keeps himself upright. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it again with Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Come on, set. It's 60 or. Rapid. Check the backer. Watch the eye. Rock it. Get.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
I'm gonna tell my mama, dude. Tell my mama.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Mari Cooper. Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byers.
Good game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they will go for 2 here to try to make this a touch more respectable. They're going to try and run. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
Run it back, nigga. Fuck you then, man. You a bitch. I mean, it's all good. I just sent it to you, bro. See, why you gotta say I'm scared or something, Tonto? Like I play everybody different. I play everybody different. It ain't got nothing to do with me scared or nothing. Well, he ain't got nothing but a run. What are you talking about? You ain't getting no rush. How many? I mean, you had that one play where he stiff armed everybody, but other than that, he ain't get shit, nigga. Tonto, I sent it to you. It wasn't no, man. It's just some YouTube shit he done found. Like it's all good. Dude, what do you mean? I'm using the same plays I've been using all year. But you, yeah. And I had like I said, nigga. Just like I said, Rico. Whether you believe it or not, I was playing J Hall. And he kept knowing my plays, nigga. I said I gotta do some different shit. I went into that formation, nigga. I went into that formation and ran. No, it wasn't no YouTube, nothing, nigga. I went into that formation because it was in my playbook, and I ran pass plays and shit. And I tried that play, and I like got about 20, 30 yards on him. And then he's. I don't understand. So you saying like any play that you have success with, if you can go online and find a nigga who uploaded it, then I had to see that. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. What am I doing with cheap? If I'm YouTubing, why am I losing this shit?
Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Dude, I'm not trying to hear that shit, nigga. Tonto gonna say this. Tonto gonna say this. So he was saying that same shit earlier when I got a sack where everybody was in the zone, only rush 4, and DeMarcus Lawrence tackled him, and he said like it was a cheating blitz. Nigga, it was a goddamn cover 4, and DeMarcus Lawrence tackled you. I don't understand how that is a fucking a YouTube or a cheetah fun. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I ain't blitz nobody. I ain't do shit. That's what
Rodgers now on first down.
Look at this.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Cheetah Awuzie with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The blitz you talking about? No, every blitz in the 3-4, every blitz in the 3-4 is not that good.
319. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
I already told you to put it up. I don't know what else you want me to put it up, nigga. Like, I'd answer that question. I'd answer that question repeatedly, nigga. Why you playing games with me, bitch? You the one playing games. Put it up, nigga. Put it up, nigga. Put it up.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
I already answered that question several times, and I'm telling you, put the video up. Put the video up. Put the video up.
Outside of the field, the ground game.
I'd answered it several times, dude. Put it up.
We talk about a variety in play calling.
Okay, fuck you then.
Run and pass, but in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pollard.
Really?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
He gonna say that about any. He gonna say that anyway, dude. Get out of here. He ain't a reliable source.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his throw's going to be...
And I told you several times, no. And I said, put it up.
Because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight
man,
ship.
put the damn video up, nigga. Put the damn video up, nigga.
I'm going to try
That's what you do.
things up here for this next play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Nigga trying to hate on me. What the fuck you talking about, dude? Ain't nothing I'm doing on you, dude. Nigga hating on me, dude. I don't get it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that
Jay Hall had that conversation. Everybody said like they went to YouTube, and I told you the reason I went to YouTube. When Jay Hall sent me that video of that blitz you be using, and dude was like, everybody use this blitz in a Madden community. I was like, okay, fuck it, the gloves are off. And then I started, then I looked at some shit, ran it. I mean, it really didn't make no difference to me. It really didn't make no difference to me, dude. It's like all you doing is running somebody else's strategies and shit. From what I seen.
First and 10 at the 17.
Had I ran it before? Like, yeah, against you, yeah, I run that motherfucker against you because you run it against me. But listen, did I run it against you last game at all? Did I run it against you last game at all?
As a ball carrier, and guess what? You're gonna go back and tell your offensive coordinator, "I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you."
Okay, I don't understand, man. How many times you gonna ask me this damn question, dude?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Okay, well, fuck you then, nigga.
Look at the aim. Kill.
And this is what I'm
asking you, dude. Like the plays that you ran last game, are they from YouTube?
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent.
Yeah, it got everything to do because you're trying to put me in a situation with you, and I'm saying last game when I played you, did I run that blitz at all? No, when I played you, did I run that blitz at all? Did I run a blitz at all, dude? I done played Tonto 3 times. I ain't ran the blitz once. I played you once. I ain't ran that blitz once.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're
so if he gets sacked,
I want to take that shot.
It ain't no fuck you, nigga. Fuck you.
I already know what I already know what he gonna say, dude.
On the delay, Jones.
2 wins back to back.
You only beat me like once, Tonto.
At the 38-yard line.
You done beat me once. Out of all the games we done played, you won once.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
You damn right. I only remember one. If you won more than we ain't won more than 2 games. I can only remember one. You another one. You was another one. You on the nigga.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say
till I blitzed you. So like anytime you blitz, like that's a cheat. That's what you're saying.
But you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Okay, what I'm telling you is the blitz. Now I sit there. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I sit there and sit. You was complaining. You was complaining and shit. And I said, listen, man, the blitz is coming. The heat is coming. I ain't do no youth.
Chargers.
He got a sack in the form of the ball.
I don't understand. Like, what? Anytime something good happen or I do a good play, it's like cheats or YouTube was on it. That's bullshit, bro.
First red zone
Man,
opportunity
what?
now.
I don't get it, dude. What?
First and 10 at the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. First and 10 at the 19.
Nah, fuck you, nigga. You was not gonna put me in no category with you.
Now Rodgers.
The only reason you think he's playing is
And it's complete to
it's because
Adams.
of you.
Nigga, I wasn't using no YouTube and shit. Yeah, cause you was done, nigga. You was getting your ass kicked at the beginning of the season by me and J Hall. Then all of a sudden you came out with this blitz and nobody could get the ball off, and that's how you got the lead on me. And then J Hall sent me that video of dude like talking about everybody using that goddamn blitz, and I was like, oh, this nigga like doing that, and I was like, fuck it, the gloves are off. I'm gonna do the same shit. And then when I did,
and usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw.
What do you mean? You fucking idiot. You can't understand what I'm saying. It's not true. Everything I'm saying, bitch, is going toward it. It is not true. I don't understand. Are you a stupid bitch or what?
That's gonna feel good.
Nigga, everything I said, nigga, is going in the category of I don't YouTube. Like, I've looked at this shit and I have used it. I didn't see the value in it, dude, is what I'm saying. When I went to that shit, when I did that YouTube shit, you use some of them plays I seen, like that shit does not work for me. It does not work. So I use my own shit. All that old looking for shit I don't do that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. First of all, nigga.
That time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, okay. I don't understand. I don't.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at
What's the definition of a YouTuber then?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Okay, I have done that before, but I'm not doing it now. Is what I'm saying.
Turn this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah, and like I said, the only reason I did it to begin with is because your ass brought that shit into the equation. And then when I did the shit, it doesn't work. Fuck it, go on. Yeah, I seen the light. Like, these niggas are giving strategies, and I have my own strategy. First of all, like they ain't doing no shit to like, oh, just super game changing. So I like, fuck this shit. I don't be looking at that shit, dude. I run the plays.
You start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm not frustrated at all, nigga. Like, actually,
I mean, really.
It really is like a compliment because I'm not YouTubing and niggas thinking I am.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 40.
Exactly.
A big play here for the Cowboys.
No, I didn't accuse you. You said you was a YouTuber, nigga. I didn't accuse you. Yeah. You said you told Tonto everybody's a YouTuber. That's how the whole shit started. Like, you said everybody's a YouTuber. I don't YouTube, dude. What are you talking about? I don't look at that shit. I do not look at that shit. I do not.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push.
Okay, man. This nigga stupid. Tonto, you gotta see this nigga stupid, man. I don't understand. You don't understand, bitch. You was cheating with that fucking blitz.
I don't think
and I countered with I countered using that same shit against you because he was using it against me. And this is not new information, Rico.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in.
But I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber.
A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Here.
And he was excellent on that drive.
Here's the thing. If somebody, this is what you're saying. If a nigga snorted cocaine 10 years ago, he's a drug addict, even though he don't do it anymore. That's what you're saying. He did it there. He did it there doing them years or whatever, and that sticks with him for the rest of his life. He's a drug user. That's basically what you're saying to me. No, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying what I'm saying is I got angry. I got angry that this nigga used this bullshit. This nigga the one who brought it in. I'm saying you the one who brought the bullshit in. None of this shit would even be in play if you didn't bring it in.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Tonto don't know if it's a YouTube or not. That's first of all. So yeah, cause he was accused. He was. I just told you, dude. He accused. My defensive end got a sack.
Just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is what I don't understand, though. Like the game I played you, the 3 games I played Tonto, I ain't done none of that shit. None of it. None of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make them forget.
Here's Jones.
So if I blitz my outside linebackers, and my defensive end is the one who gets the fucking sack. First of all, I'm not understanding. I didn't blitz everybody. Nigga, exactly. I sent 5 people. I sent 5, dude. What are you talking about? I sent 5 people.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes, right side. And he will score.
Man, listen, man. Okay, fuck it. I'm a YouTuber. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. Well, how would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Put me in the box again, then I'll join the party.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
I mean, I guess it's some YouTube shit, a cowboy magic.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
So which one do you explain my defense?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm arguing with this nigga. I don't even know how I got up 21-7. I don't even remember. I'm just on autopilot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm just as bad as Jay Hall.
When the whole game when you was running this shit, I didn't say nothing about YouTube. I didn't say nothing. That only came up. You were damn like in the game. I ain't say shit to you about that shit, nigga.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are
whatever, dude. I don't even understand these motherfucking
as he'll talk it over here
bullshit ass arguments.
Important third down.
Bitch, you, all this time you been out here talking this shit, you could have ran it back, bitch. And when I'm done with this schmuck, you can get some.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29
Damn, look at that
yards.
YouTube play.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage.
I ain't finna argue with you.
Could be in for a long ball
game. You can beat me more
game.
than I'll beat you. Let's just leave it at that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 28 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, man, I'm salty. Really salty right now. Damn.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
You. Check three.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down about before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage.
It works sometimes. We can just go to the name, but I just go to the regular way we do it to watch the broadcast.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Again, it's Elliott. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gun.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I be throwing on you. I mean, if I'm making a point to run the ball like I'm doing right now, you see the result.
On second down now, Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll run forward with Pollard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. I got you. I got you. Switch.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now again, right side, Pollard. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fuck you, bitch. It's all good. I mean, if we see you running.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Pollard. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pollard. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grow.
So I do you one more. Yeah, yeah, nigga. I feel it. What, you sleeping, nigga? Shit, go to a damn doctor. Shit, you paying for it, might as well use it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
I was trying to kick it deep where he would take a knee or whatever.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Rodgers on target here to Allison. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
And a Packer first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The run for Pollard, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle. On second down, Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kill. Switch. Check 52. Slam. We're going to 53. 26.
On third down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 31.
On second down now, Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Now they're right down here looking for 6.
Check 37. Check 4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Pollard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single receiver.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him phoning, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I'm looking dead at the play. Okay, well, the shit's on video. That ain't no deal down, man. It's right in front of his hand, man.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Ervin to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
I mean, it didn't cost you nothing, bro. You got the ball for 25. Yes, it did, man. Sit down and look at it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers unable to find Allen Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. Then we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Kevin King there defensively.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, here we go. Mike 50. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first and 10, Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Prescott again. That escapes the sack. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 40, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of cases.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mike, check, Mike 42.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that
I see you, Dak. Come on, Tonto. How's the computer, bro?